Coach, on Zoe and JJ tonight?
I think they're going to go, but they'll go through their preseason. I mean preseason. Jeez, they'll go through their pregame warm up, and we'll see from there.
Any minute restrictions if they do go?
I don't think so. Maybe a little with Fave. I'm not sure. I'll just have to check with the training staff on that. But I think anybody else, if they can go, they can play the minutes that that we would play them. Really.
Coach Siakam has turned into a really fine offensive player now for Toronto, but I thought it was his rebounding against us in game one that really played a big part in the game.
Yeah, but, he's just become a complete player, really. His offense has obviously increased, and with the absence of Kawhi, I mean, obviously it's more of a burden on him, but he seemed to have picked it up. But it's not just the rebounding part. I just think his overall game has improved. He's one of those guys that have, 2-3 years in the league, he's made a tremendous leap and become a bona fide, all-star player, if he continues to play at the level that he's playing at.
Well, you played Toronto a very short time ago. What adjustments can you make tonight that maybe could have swayed things a little bit on opening night?
Well, I think overall, I mean, it's been our problem in the 7 games that we played. We got to do a much better job of controlling the ball, keeping it out of the paint as far as dribble penetration. We got to do a much better job from the offensive rebounding standpoint of saying that we can get that number down. And then we've got to do a better job with the turnovers, the points off turnovers. So it's affected our defense. And a lot of times, the people don't have a tendency to look at those stats. But when you turn the ball over, the last game we had 32. They had 32 points off our turnovers. Well, that's going to increase points in the paint. That's going to increase the shooting percentage. That's going to increase, fast break points. So, it has an effect on your defense. So we got to just do a better job of taking care of the basketball.
You were able to battle back in the second half of last game. Did you find a rotation or a group that you particularly liked that you think's clicking chemistry-wise?
Well, at that time, we were trying to find 5 guys that was going to compete at a high level and play hard, and that's what we'll have to do, until we find those guys that's going to do it consistently. But we've got to look for 5 guys that's going to, as I said, compete at a high level, but also play good team basketball, as a collective unit.
You were with Etwan a little bit more in that second half. He hasn't really got a whole lot of minutes this season. You think he's done enough to kind of maybe work his way back into the rotation just how steady he can be with that second unit?
I think anybody will get an opportunity. I think at this stage right now, we've got to find 5 guys that's going to play hard and compete and play, like I said, collectively as a unit. So we'll still have a bunch of different lineups, a bunch of different combination of players out there as we continue to search for the 5 guys that we feel like are going to be able to do it consistently.
What progress has Nikhil made since opening night? He had a really nice game against Golden State, I believe. But
he's going to be a very good player, and I think he's go through what any rookie would go through. Just the speed of the game and the defensive part of it and all of this. But I can tell you right now that kid has no chance at failing because his work ethic is second to none, and he puts in the work and it doesn't get discouraged. He didn't play a whole lot the last few games, but he's in that first thing. He's in there after lunch, and so it's just a matter of the experience thing with him, getting the experience of understanding and just being out on the court for a few minutes here and there until he continue to learn. I like everything about him because I think he's all about winning and he's all about trying to become the best player that he could become. So, like I said, when you work and you put in the work like he does, it'll eventually pay off.
What's your opinion on this whole discussion about load management? If you talked about it, I missed it.
I've been in the league 31 years. I'll just say that. 31 years. So, it's a new term for some of us.
Not a fan of it, basically.
I've been in the league 31 years. It's a new term.
All right.